Hello, namaskar, good evening, hello everyone. How are you doing? कैसे हैं आप लोग सब कोई? I hope you are doing great, healthy, hearty, and with good spirit. Positivity is such an important component of our life and it's so contagious. अगर आप पॉजिटिव हैं तो आपके अराउंड में जो लोग हैं वो भी पॉजिटिव है और आपको भी पॉजिटिव रखते हैं. तो आप देखो इसका बहुत इफेक्ट होता है, इधर से उधर, उधर से इधर, एंड वी ऑल रिमेन पॉजिटिव. एंड कभी कभी मुझे लगता है कि मार्केट इतना जबरदस्त सोर्स ऑफ पॉजिटिविटी भी है, नेगेटिविटी भी है. सो इफ वी डोंट बिकम पॉजिटिव, इफ यू डोंट रिमेन पॉजिटिव, then how do we fight with people in the market to make money? All of us are here in the market to make money. ये सबसे बड़ा सत्य है कि हम सब मार्केट में पैसा बनाने के लिए. सो अपना जर्नी प्रॉपर रखना, अपने आप को फिट रखना, अपने माइंड को फिट रखना, दैट इज समथिंग विच वी ऑल हैव टू डू रिलीजियसली, रिगरसली टू रिमेन सस्टेनेबल मनी मेकिंग पर्सन इन दिस मार्केट. ELM लाइफ एक इनिशिएटिव है जो आपको कनेक्ट करता है सही लोगों के साथ में. सही लोग कौन है? जो सही नॉलेज दे रहे हैं, जो निस्वार्थ आपके साथ में जुड़ रहे हैं और आपको एक पाथ दिखा रहे हैं मार्केट में सही तरीके से पार्टिसिपेट करने के लिए. ईलन मार्केट्स लगा हुआ है इस काज में काफी टाइम से और आप लोग सबने सपोर्ट किया है, तो सबसे पहले धन्यवाद. ELM लाइव मेरा है, वेडनेसडे को मैं आता हूं और मेरे एक बहुत प्यारे से गेस्ट को लेके आता हूं. बाकी टाइम मेरे मित्र विनीत, मेरे पार्टनर, जो उन्होंने चालू किया और बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं अलग अलग सब्जेक्ट्स पे. मंडे को क्रिप्टो पे बात किया, ट्यूसडे को SIP पे बात किया, तो अलग अलग फाइनेंस के सब्जेक्ट्स पे विनीत पटावरी आपके साथ में जुड़ रहा है. और देखिए, मैं तो मार्केट का हूं तो मुझे तो मार्केट ही बात करनी आती है, तो मैं वेडनेसडे को आता हूं आपके साथ मार्केट के बारे में चर्चा करने. तो आज के जो मेरे गेस्ट हैं बहुत ही प्रिय हैं. उनसे बात करने में ऐसा लगता है कि जैसे अपने बड़े भाई से बात कर रहे हैं. इतना एक्सपीरियंस है मार्केट में, इतना कुछ देखा उन्होंने मार्केट में, तो मुझे लगा इनसे आज बात की जाए और आपको उनका एक एक्सपोजर दिया जाए. इफ यू हैव क्वेश्चंस रिलेटेड टू स्टॉक्स, मार्केट, एनीथिंग, आई थिंक मिस्टर ब्रह्मचारी इज द परफेक्ट गाय टू आंसर योर क्वेश्चन. ट्रीट हिम लाइक योर फैमिली मेंबर एंड यू विल गेट द बेस्ट आउट ऑफ हिम. ब्रह्मचारी जी नमस्कार. हेलो.
Thank you, Vivek ji. Thank you very much. After a long time, we are meeting today again. I'm very happy. Yes.
आपके साथ फेस टू फेस किए काफी टाइम हो गया, इनफैक्ट ट्रैवल किए इतना टाइम हो गया, तो अब तो लग रहा है कि बस वापस से ट्रैवल चालू हो जाए. और वो ऑफलाइन फेस टू फेस का जो एक फील है ना, जो मजा आ रहा था आपके साथ रिकॉर्ड करने में, मजा आया था, वो वापस से मैं क्रेव कर रहा हूँ कि वापस चालू हो जाए. होपफुली आई विल डू दैट. आपका कैसा चला? हाउ इज योर वर्क? हाउ इज योर मार्केट? हाउ इज एवरीथिंग गोइंग?
Doing well, sir. Doing well, Vivek. This year is a fantastic year. From March, April onwards, we are doing very well. And we have excelled this year. Actually, this is the highest return ever we made in the past 20 years. That's the fact here. The second part is we are also invested in some of the funds also, indirectly passive investments. There also the average returns in the mutual fund industry also about 30 to 50%. So in both ways we have directly invested and passively invested, and our portfolio is very much positive across. So even we are positive on some commodities also, and we also started investing in some cryptos. My son actually trades in cryptos. He is very active in crypto. So the new generation is more interested in trading, not investing. So the whole philosophy is completely, we have experienced both trading and investing, and wherever the opportunity we used to grab. But the new generation is very focused, and they know what they want from the market. Very focused. They don't want to sab kuch nahi, directly the focused one. So they want a right entry, and if they are happy with their profit, they are exiting, and when they are waiting for the new opportunities. So this is the new generation investing, particularly not investing traders, has come up now. So yeah,
absolutely correct. In fact, I would love to get an opportunity someday to interact with your son on crypto because मुझे भी अब सीखने का मन कर रहा है. क्रिप्टो इतना कुछ चल रहा है. I somehow have this feeling of missing out in crypto because एक एक दिन में 15% it falls, it recovers the next day. So traders के लिए तो I think I'm sure it is a great product, but I still have to figure out कि work कैसे करता है. तो maybe I'll do a face to face with your son and learn from him.
Yeah, whenever my early stages, when I when new to the market, the same in the same age of late 20s and something. So whenever we used to get some return, we used to have a very excitement and josh रहता था. Now even their returns are more than 25% in a day or two also in cryptos. They are not satisfied with that kind of returns. They want to get more than that. So the expectations from the market of the new generation is very very high. That one
Absolutely.
thing we I observed it. The second part of the thing is earlier on the second phase, I used to trade in commodities and currencies also.
Yeah.
So now they don't want to focus on many asset classes also. They want to focus one asset class, either on equities or options, even in the equity segment, either on the derivative future market or something else like commodities or cryptos or like this. So they want to very focused manner they are leading. Many
Right.
younger generation also approached me recently for a guidance in cryptos or some other thing. So I'm suggesting them, if you are very much interested in the market to make money, this is the place where you can make. And there is no time zones, or there is no restrictions, or there is no nothing. You are boss for yourself. That's all. So your discipline and patience will give you money. Money is only a tool to do this business. These are
Yeah.
the rules. So money, many people have money, but they may not have the discipline. It will not give money. They may not have the patience to wait for an opportunity. That also may not give you money. So here, the money is only a tool to do this trading business. Simple one. So then do your own strategy yourself, recognize your personality, recognize your reaction to the market movements. Then accordingly you trade on your behavioral thing. First selecting the time frames. Even earlier our face to face also I said time frames. That is important. Which time frame is suitable to you? That is more important. So that
सही
I am,
है.
yeah, that I am guiding for the people, many whoever approaches me. So that is happening now.
Yes,
uh,
in fact, we have hosted a lot of your webinars in our platform. एक
yes,
18 तारीख को भी you are going to do a webinar for us where you are going to talk about long term trend कैसे identify करते हैं, technical use कर सकते हैं. I'm really eagerly waiting for that webinar which will happen on 18th of September. But चलिए,
yes.
Mr. Brahmachary, let's talk about market a bit. What are you looking at market? थोड़ा chart share करते हैं. बताइए आपका what is your view on the market right now? I'll give you a screen sharing for ease of sharing the chart.
Yes, definitely. See, I think, are you able to see my screen now?
Yes, I can see your screen. I can see the chart.
So this is the Nifty chart of a daily time frame. If you look at this chart from the March lows onwards, okay, it hasn't corrected not even 8%, or these all swings are less than 8% swings. Okay, and this is a very tight consolidation, and now it is almost here. Now the last 3 days action is three red bars, three red candles, but they are also forming some kind of indecisiveness or some kind of thing. I also, I think we discussed about the patterns earlier in our face to face. See, look at
Yeah.
this is like a flag or a down channel. Whenever it breaks, it meets the 100%. Even now, it actually met the 100% of the target. 1 second. This is from the low of 22nd April to this is the low. This is 1700 points, 1777 points, and this is the consolidation of just 200, less than 200 points. From here, the move again is almost equivalent to this of less than 20. This is just 28, 29 days, and this is almost 37 days. Okay, this impulse move comes because of this tight consolidation phases. Whenever there is a consolidation phases like this, the move will be sharper. This is expected. This time is exactly 70% of the time. So now everyone asks that if the market is in overbought condition, so will
Yeah.
it fall? Right? That's the major question now.
Ah, yeah.
So how much it falls? See, whenever there is a move, it consolidates. Whenever there is a big move, it consolidates. It's a counter
Yeah.
trend. It may be a counter trend. That means in an uptrend, it is in a down wave. It's an
Yeah.
uptrend, it is a base. It's a flat zone. So whenever there is a big moves like this, it generally consolidates. So consolidation may have a counter trend fashion, or may have a flat base fashion.
Okay.
Okay, this is the
Okay.
character of the market. If you understand this, after meeting the 100% of this rally here, so it may consolidate. So this
Oh,
consolidation may be around. It may retest this level, or it may retest this breakout level, this small base breakout
what
level.
is the level, sir? What is the level, the retracement level?
So 1 second. This is a breakout point, right? A small base here also.
Yeah.
It may retest here. That means it's roughly about 16,800, 6,000,
Okay.
16,683. Okay. And if you take a retracement levels, generally any up move will retrace around 23% or 38% of the move.
Hmm. Hmm.
This
Hmm.
breakout is exactly at the 38.2 level.
Hmm.
Okay. So
Hmm.
16,716 is the breakout level. That is exactly at that point. It may retrace back up to here, or it may retrace up to here, consolidates like this tight range. That is the thing. But now, unless until it is, as long as it trades below this level, that means 14, 17, 438, we need to wait for a consolidation phase. It is in a neutral zone now. So there is another thing is this overbought conditions. See, many people calculate the overbought conditions. That's not an overboughtness is not a bearish sign. First thing I would like to say, overbought is only very. It shows the strong strength in the market. Okay. See, from here on, people are expecting corrections, right? So after meeting here, it may not move much further, further, further. So it moves further high. But earlier also, I suggested some of the characters of extensions rules of the market. See, uh, this is the earlier lifetime highs in Jan 2020 before this huge fall, right?
Hmm.
Okay. So now how much it grows, that's a question mark here. So generally the seasonality chart says September month is a neutral month. That means it's not a bearish, not a bullish sign. So
Hmm.
55% of the time it closes little above the opening price. That means it consolidates, mostly it consolidates. And
Okay.
October, December quarter, we never be bearish in in the previous history.
Hmm. Hmm.
It is one of the most bullish quarter in the historically. If you take last 15 years, October December quarter is the most bullish quarter. Okay, and most of the last 20 years, out of 20 years, 16 bear markets or 16 tops were happened in Jan March quarters.
Okay.
Okay, so expect that this September will be a neutral one. That means a
Okay.
consolidation, and October will be little higher amount. That will meet my target of here. This is the uh, high, and this is the low. That it may retrace up to here. That means almost near to the 1800 level. No, no, roughly about
18,000.
17,500 to 18,000 levels. It will reach in the by December. That's my
Okay.
rough calculation. Later on, in Jan March quarter, I suspicious about the market's direction, mostly bearish. Mostly bearish. That bearishness will be continued for I think about 8 to 13 months from Jan March
Okay.
quarter to almost 2022 will be mostly negative for market. So the other reason I'll tell you, uh, whenever market moves 100% of the uh, time, suppose uh, I'll show you that. See, whenever market moves 100% from the bottom, this is 181%. It corrects 50% of this move, entire move.
Okay.
Okay. Even here also, it moved 100% about 100% from this bottom to here, and it corrects 50% of that.
Okay.
This is the bottom, right? So again, it corrects 50% from this. It retraces 50% here. Now the market has raised up by 122% from here, 132%. Okay, so now expect at least not even 50%, at least so 25% to 34% correction may happen in next year 2022. So that
Yeah.
means first quarter will be, I am very bearish. Whatever I, even recently I tweeted that for now I am very happy with this current move. I am taking many of the profit booking I am doing, and I will be neutral for next 1 month, and next month I will be booked for a short term targets, and again by Jan 1st I will be out of the market. Mostly I will pay 30% in the market, 70% in the fixed return and other segments kind of thing.
Okay.
So that's my strategy now. I think I'm clear about the market now.
यस, आई थिंक इट इज क्रिस्टल क्लियर. दोस्तों, मैं आपको हिंदी में बता देता हूं कि सर ने क्या कहा है. एक्चुअली इतना रिच एक्सपीरियंस है इनका कि आपको सीखना चाहिए ये जो बात कह रहे हैं सर. देखिए, दो चार बातें हैं जो सर ने कहा. मिस्टर ब्रह्मचारी, जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ सिंप्लिसिटी इन हिंदी, आई एम
Please.
स्पीकिंग इन
I'm
हिंदी.
very poor in Hindi, Vivek. Sorry.
No problem. So I am your the guy who will convert your important English point into Hindi. तो दोस्तों,
Yeah, please.
सब कह रहे हैं कि जनरली सितंबर क्वार्टर जो होता है वो डल होता है. तो सितंबर क्वार्टर में निफ्टी का मूवमेंट में आपको बहुत ज्यादा ओपन क्वार्टर का ओपन और क्लोज में बहुत ज्यादा फर्क नहीं दिखेगा. दिसंबर का क्वार्टर जनरली अच्छा होता है. अच्छा, उसका एक और रीजन हो सकता है कि जनरली जितने भी बड़े बड़े एफआईआईज हैं उनका दिसंबर क्वार्टर का एनएवी कैलकुलेशन होता है. तो जनरली
Yes.
देखोगे कि दिसंबर क्वार्टर में हमेशा तेजी रहती है. हिस्टोरिकल डेटा के हिसाब से कह रहे हैं दोस्तों, वो प्रोबेबिलिटी की बात है. लेकिन जैन फेब और मार्च का जो क्वार्टर होता है ना, वो जनरली नीचे की तरफ होता है. तो मिस्टर ब्रह्मचारी का एक मोरलेस मार्केट का व्यू अभी है कि अभी कंसोलिडेशन का टाइम है. मार्केट कंसोलिडेट करेगा. नेक्स्ट क्वार्टर में वापस तेजी होगी. 18,000 के आसपास का एक टारगेट उनको दिख रहा है नेक्स्ट क्वार्टर में. तो हम तेजी खेल सकते हैं नेक्स्ट क्वार्टर तक. लेकिन उसके बाद नेक्स्ट ईयर उनको थोड़ा सा लग रहा है कि करेक्शन फेज होना चाहिए. बिकॉज मार्केट का टेंडेंसी रहा है जब भी नीचे से ऊपर 100% से ज्यादा मार्केट जाता है, एक 40% एक करेक्शन आता है 40 से 50% का. तो ये जो तेजी चली मार्च 2020 से, ये ऑलमोस्ट 120-130% की तेजी हो चुकी है. वहां से एक 25-30-40% का करेक्शन नेक्स्ट ईयर में होने की उम्मीद है. तो अब आप देख सकते हैं अपना जो पोर्टफोलियो का एलोकेशन है उसी हिसाब से आप डिसाइड करिए. सर ने कहा कि उन्होंने अभी पोर्टफोलियो में फिक्स डिपॉजिट, इक्विटी, म्यूचुअल फंड, ये इन्वेस्टमेंट का पोर्टफोलियो को रिविजिट किया है. तो इस पर और चर्चा बाद में सर के साथ करेंगे. बट मोटा मोटी मार्केट का इतना प्यारा व्यू आपको कोई नहीं देगा जितने प्यार से और क्लियर कट लैंग्वेज में ब्रह्मचारी साहब ने दिया है. सर, थैंक यू. आगे बढ़ते हैं.
Thank you, Vivek. Yeah, please go ahead, sir. Anything else we can answer also, and I'll be more
Yes.
interested in. Yeah, recently we have launched one product called ISF Diamonds. Okay, so where we
Okay.
are recommending the stocks which are moving higher. See, the
Hmm.
product we also conducted one webinar on your platform called Buy High, Sell Higher.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
one of my client asked me why you are recommending only lifetime high stocks.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a special technique where why when the stock is making a new high means it is very stronger stock. The fundamentals are
Hmm.
strong and the technicals also very strong. So even
Hmm.
now, if you take even Nifty also or anything else,
Hmm.
even suppose I have given one example of Asian Paints.
Hmm.
Even if you buy every high, every 52-week high in the last past 10 years, look at the returns. You just look at the returns, like that
Hmm.
one, RT
Hmm.
Industries. No, you take anything. Even recently, I have recommended one stock called Mastec last week. So if you take a Mastec stock, uh, uh, I think are you able to see my chart now? Yeah.
Yes, yes, I'm able to
So
see your chart.
this is the market. This is the Mastec chart. See, look at this overboughtness. So people fear about this overboughtness, right? So
Yeah.
RSA is overbought since last 1 year. From here, August 2026, यहाँ तक, I think RSA is above 70 only, just a dip here. But look at the stock. If you buy every high here and here and here, and even you can use a small consolidation also here, and even at here also, current level also. So where do you lose? Only thing, when you are looking at the very short term charts, then you will be fear, because you are fearful of the small dips. So if you buy every high, you will get money. Even Asian Paints also, look at this Asian Paints also.
Yeah.
Though I have given an example of this stock earlier webinar. So if you look at the monthly chart of or a weekly chart of thing, so where did you lose? Every time, whenever it makes a high, you buy only. Even now, you can buy it after this 2 weeks of consolidation. We recommended this at this level also, at 2886 levels also we recommended. So this is the condition. So it never drifted below on a monthly chart. The RSA never came below 50 on this
Hmm.
entire uptrend. So
Hmm.
never fear of overboughtness by looking at the indicator. Look at just a price. Whenever it makes a new high, then go ahead with the buying. That's all. So
I have a Brahmachari Saab, I have a confession to make.
yes, please, sir.
RSI 50, which I added in my model of RS, was given by you.
Which one,
After
sir?
your RSI 50, after our
Yeah.
face-to-face discussion,
Okay,
I
okay.
picked that RSI 50 from you and I added into my model, and it works fantastically to find out
Yes.
the momentum in a stock.
And that RSA is 20 periods RSA.
Okay, okay, sure.
So I, that also I'll show you that also. Even 1 second. There is a strategy, ready-made strategy here.
रॉकी साहब, आप बोल रहे हैं हिंदी में बोलिए भाई, ब्रह्मचारी जी हिंदी में नहीं बोल सकते हैं तो मैं ट्रांसलेट कर रहा हूं, तो थोड़ा पेशेंस रखिए। और इंग्लिश देखिए, समझ में हम सबको आता है, आप ध्यान देंगे तो समझ में आएगा, ऐसा कोई रॉकेट साइंस लैंग्वेज नहीं है।
No, I can explain Hindi में थोड़ा, I think please don't feel bad. RSA 20 period RSA 20 period का लग दीजिए, and this is make it as a 50 line and delete
ओके।
everything and make this this is a 50 simple average, right? So whenever it moves above 50 loan, so it is a bullish thing. So everything, price moves above this and here also, and price moves above this and this also, price moves above this and this also. Every point you just buy it simply, and it moves again and again, up and up. That's all. Nothing to lose. You are, because you are an investor, look at the weekly chart only. No, don't look at less than weekly chart. That's my,
ब्रह्मचारी साहब, तो व्हाट यू आर
yes,
सेइंग इज दैट इन्वेस्टर को वीकली चार्ट देखना चाहिए, आरएसआई का पैरामीटर को जो 14 डिफॉल्ट है उसको 20 कर देना चाहिए, और
yes,
50 को
yes.
लक्ष्मण रेखा मान लेना चाहिए। 50 के ऊपर अगर आरएसआई है वीकली चार्ट में और प्राइस भी अपमूव दे रहा है तो आराम से एक स्टॉक उसमें होल्ड करिए। सर, एक स्टॉक सारे गामा देखिए सर,
Which one?
सारे गामा।
Sare, Sare Gama. 1 second, sir. Sir, I request you that uh, only NSE stocks, please tell us that.
ओके।
See, look at this breakout. It's a very fantastic breakout. Okay, perfect breakout after a base.
Yeah.
Perfect breakout, sir. This is a perfect base breakout. Look at this return. From here to it moves higher, it consolidates decently and moving higher. This is the perfect buy now. Actually, this base, flat base of how many weeks? One, two, three, 6, 7, 8. So this is a perfect base, sir. Any base must be between 6 to 8 weeks base. That is
Oh.
a that is a decent base and a breakout with little volume, higher volume. So that higher volume, sorry, see, because if we are in just 3 days, I think if you look at the daily, I think it will be very volume will be little higher. For the last
Yeah.
3 days, it is moving higher. I think today it may be less, but the weekly volumes we need to see. Look at this base pattern, sir. This base is very beautiful base of 8 weeks. So this base is very strong base, and the extension levels. I'll show you that. I think this technique very few people know in the Fibonacci levels. So what is the suppose this is the if you take this is the base and this is the
Hmm.
rally and
Hmm.
consolidates up to here. So this 3
Hmm.
point Fibonacci extensions, if we apply at 3.50 this one, so it
Hmm.
exactly moved above the 23.6 retracement level and it reaches this much. The long-term targets are 100%. That means this entire move will, after consolidation, it takes this. And how much time it takes? That's a question, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
See, it rallied for almost how many months? See, 28 months, 28 weeklies, right? So
Hmm.
6 months. So expect that this rally will meet another 28 weeks or less than that.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
it may in 28 weeks it may reach up to here, this level.
Hmm.
So you should have a patience to hold till another 28 weeks. That's your choice. Or if you want to be happy with just 5-10% return, just exit that. That's your choice. But it gives minimum of this level. Or how much level? This is the difference, right? See 3067 and 36,600. Almost 600 rupees is there. That 600 will beat at here. Around 50% more than this.
Awesome. Sir, there is a question which is asked by Sunny that why RSI value is 20? Why are you taking 20?
Yeah. So why 14? Then why don't you ask about why 14?
Because the founder said 14.
14 because Mr. Wellsfelder said that 14 is because it's an equivalent to this moon cycle.
Oh.
Chandramana. Okay. To if you take a difference between Amavasya and Purnami, it will be 14 days, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So generally on a Purnami day, volatile commodities will be very volatile, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he written somewhere that I have taken that 14 days period because of that Chandraman moon cycle, moon
Yeah.
cycle, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not contradicting the why. I also use 14 RSI. I'm more I said earlier also I am a RSI guy. So this 20 RSA is an equivalent to monthly period. 1 month, monthly, every month we have it at 22 days,
Okay. Okay.
right?
Okay.
22 days is the maximum period of monthly trading days. So I have taken 20.
समझ गया. समझ गए. तो मैं जरा हिंदी में बता देता हूँ सनी जी आपको कि आरएसआई के जो फाउंडर थे उन्होंने 14 क्यों पकड़ा था, क्योंकि उन्होंने लूनर साइकिल पकड़ा था कि हर 14 दिन में एक लूनर साइकिल कंप्लीट होता है. अगर आप ये चीज समझना चाहते हैं तो शरद झुंझुनवाला जी का फेस टू फेस है, वो देख लीजिएगा, वो उस पर बहुत चर्चा किया था हमने. उन्होंने 14 दिन का इसलिए पकड़ा था. बट ब्रह्मचारी साहब 20 दिन क्यों पकड़ रहे हैं? बिकॉज पूरे महीने में मोटा मोटी 20 ट्रेडिंग डे होता है, तो उन्होंने एक 20 को अपना बेंचमार्क कर लिया. देखिए कोई सही नहीं है, कुछ गलत नहीं है, जिससे जिसको जो वर्क करता है वो कर लेता है.
No, no. That another thing is we are not looking at the short periods. We are looking at the longer periods, longer investment
हाँ.
zone. We are looking at.
दैट्स व्हाई यू लुकिंग एट वीकली चार्ट, इसलिए आपने
Yes.
20 कर दिया.
For a swing trading or for a daily trading, we can take 14 period only. not less than that, not more than that. For only
Sure,
for
sure,
investment positions, I am taking this 20 period RSA.
sure. So there is a question, Brahmachari Sahab, you can see the questions in this in the front, right? So there is
How
a
do you
question that how to identify genuine momentum in a stock. How do you define genuine?
genuine? See, momentum. What are the momentum indicators available in the market now? Any software gives a momentum indicator.
Yeah,
One indicator is MACD, right? So
yeah.
MACD, what MACD gives you? Either buy sell signals or it gives any other significance. No, I'll show
It
you that actually. See,
yeah, yeah.
genuine momentum is I'll this Saregama any stock. Can you anyone ask any stock specific?
CDSL.
CDSL, yes.
These are darling stocks for this rally.
Yes,
You
actually,
have made fair bit of money in
myself,
these
I haven't
stocks.
picked it in very long back. Okay. See, what do you see, sir, here? Are you looking at the only buy signal or anything else?
Buy signal.
Okay. But before that, what happened in the histogram? What histogram shows you?
It's a reversal.
Okay. So this is the actual thing we need to do. MACD is not only
Oh,
these two lines.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
See, this entire bearish move also there, but this bearishness is stopped at here because the histogram has stopped at here falling.
Yeah.
Okay. So where the histogram from? How it is derived from where?
This is from, I mean, from momentum
See,
RSI.
it is derived
No.
from the difference between these two lines. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Okay, the difference between these two lines. That means if this is a crossover, the moment this is zero, histogram is zero, right?
Yeah.
So now it declined. So now this momentum, downside momentum ended it here itself.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Now after that it consolidated. In consolidation also the momentum has declined. The bearish
Hmm.
momentum has declined, and now it has become a positive. This
Hmm.
positiveness has become as a breakout here, resulted in a breakout.
Hmm. Hmm.
And this is also not only that breakout. This also a what is this pattern, sir? Can anyone tell us that it may be a flag, it may be an ascending triangle in a lower time frame, or it can be a pennant. Whatever you see, this is a counter trend thing, right?
Hmm.
So that has
Hmm.
broken out now. If you look at this, so even here, e- even in the bullish side, this entire momentum is bullish momentum, right?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And this has peaked out at here exactly at this level. So
Hmm.
and again that momentum has declined and it has become a red also. So that's the reason you forget if you don't understand this momentum and everything, just delete this invisible this momentum and even signal line also. Don't bother about those things. Just go ahead with this. Make a colors on the MACD line only. So now I think you might be very clear. Whenever MACD turns down, just exit your long position. Whenever your MACD line form a base and turning up, you just take a position partially. And whenever there is
Oh.
breakout happen, you just go ahead with the buy.
So that
It's
means
a very simple technique.
this stock is a buy. CDSL.
Yes, sir. Yes, this stock is a buy.
Fantastic.
And
So
where is
I'll
your
take.
stop loss? You should know your stop loss also, no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Where do you put your stop loss here? Either this today's low
yeah.
or a prior bar low. That's all. That means a move below this trend line is your stop loss. That's all. Very small
Sure.
stuff. How much it moves? That's the question here. How much it moves? It moves at least this much. Okay. That means 1012 that is another 230 rupees is there.
So 230 rupees is my
Here.
target and my stop loss is.
Stop loss is just I think 1 second. This is 1199. That means 1200 rupees. That means 50 60 rupees.
Oh, just below the trend line is my
Yes,
stop
that's
loss,
all.
and based on that pattern, I can get almost 256 rupees.
Yes,
Awesome,
even
awesome.
anything prior bar low is also your stop loss.
Yep, 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 yep.
Almost
I
similar.
think Jigar got the answer. Jigar, you got the answer that the stop loss will be just below the trend line, and your take profit will be exactly the distance which the stock covered. Fantastic.
Yes, exactly.
Uh, okay, okay. Oh, this is a very interesting question by Abdul. People who are invested for long term, what should they do if there is any 10%, 10 to 20% correction in coming days? Should I add more quantity or sell all the shares and stay away from the market? Very good question.
I'll tell you one more thing, sir. Here, any trend moves, any breakout or any uptrend moves after 25% from the breakout level or from the low. So it corrects basically that 25% move. And after moving 25%, the 50 DMA levels will be roughly about that 8%. So that 8% from the top is your stop loss level when you are investing. Okay, that means before that it moves 25% offset. So that means it works out for 1:3 risk reward ratios. I think you are confused, right?
No, I got confused. So my question was still around that question which Abdul has asked, that if suppose coming few days 10 to 20% correction is expected. So what do we do in that scenario?
10% correction, you stop loss because before that you have in a profit position, right?
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
So first rule is never ever your profit position should run into the loss.
Okay.
That is the
So
first rule.
cost is your stop loss.
Cost is your stop loss. Suppose you are a profit of 2 to 3%. You are what is your stop loss? At least you should end that position within profit. With a
Okay.
profit that means little higher than your entry price.
Hmm,
That is
hmm,
when you are less than 10% profit in your portfolio. If it is
hmm.
little higher than your profit, you keep trial your stop losses prior bar low. Suppose if you are an investor, prior weekly bar low is your stop loss.
Got it.
So we cannot say any value also. Otherwise, if you are a very long-term investor, suppose uh, trusting your fundamental analysis and entry into one stock, then the stop loss should be at least a monthly low.
Okay. Got
So there
it.
is, yeah. So that monthly low, or you can calculate the percentage base. Generally, 50 DMA. Whenever the 50 DMA turns down, that's your that stock is going to move in a bearish trend. So that
Got it.
generally from the top is 8% from the top. That is one area where you can look at always.
Sure. So
So
there is
there
a
is another thing.
stock.
There is another
Sorry.
thing.
Sorry. Yeah.
There is another thing. The distance between the moving average is very very important.
Yeah.
So that means if you look at the 20 period average is your magnet of the market. That means all the volatility index like indicator like Bollinger Bands based on 20 moving average. That means it's a magnet of the market. Whenever it moves more than 8% to 10% from the 20 DMA, it actually puts down. And whenever it falls below the 20 DMA of 8 to 10%, then it pulls up. That's all. So that means if you in options we called as a mean reversion.
Yeah.
Mean reversion happens only when it was far away from the mean. Then only it
Yeah.
has to
Yeah.
pull down. Even
Yeah.
if you take volatility, whatever it is. So that strategy works well when you are investing in momentum.
Okay.
View on multi-year breakout. Airtel. I think your voice is missing, Vivek.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, I'm hearing now.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. So let's talk about Airtel.
Yes, sir, it's a multi-year breakout. Uh, there is. I
Can we
would
see
like
the
to
chart?
discuss after this. I think people will ask about ITC. So I'll ask after this Airtel. I'll also discuss about ITC.
So you answer ITC first. That is the pain point. We will discuss. We'll
See,
discuss the happiness later. Let's discuss the pain first.
let's discuss the pain first. Okay. Now, I'll make ITC now. See, this is the sorry. This is this sorry. I'll also actually this ITC. I'm making money and by applying short studies for the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll delete this all these tools now. I'll make plain chart for you. This is the ITC, right?
Yeah.
I have a disclosure here. Uh, we have just started picking up ITC.
Yeah.
The reason I'll tell you. See what is here? It's a base, right?
Yeah.
And it also formed previous week higher low,
Hmm.
and now it is also almost this low. I think this low will protected now this week also because there is only
Yeah.
two trading sessions here. Okay, and if you draw a trend line from here, it is almost at the resistance,
Yeah.
and it is also forming higher lows.
Yeah.
Okay, and now what do you see, Vivek?
I see consolidation and ready for a breakout.
It may not be bullish, but it's not a bearish also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So next thing I'll put an a 50 weekly average here. Sorry. See what it tells us. It turned up, right?
Yeah.
So is it a bearish stop or it's a bullish stop?
It looks, I mean, certainly not bearish. It is bullish.
Definitely it's a bullish. I am accumulating from this week onwards. If I add this more money, more stocks here, I'll add more stocks here. I'll add more stocks here. Okay,
Yes.
that's all. So that's a game now here. It's a
Yep.
see. It's not a bearish stock for the long years. It may be consolidating just around 200 rupees, but it's not a bearish stock. If you are looking at, see, there is one more rule I'll tell you about investing here, Vivek, if you give me time. So,
Hmm.
whenever a stock declines 60% or more from the top, how
Yeah.
much percent? 60%, right?
Yeah.
It consolidates. Okay, it is now consolidating. This entire zone is a consolidation. It hasn't made any lower low also for the last two from here. This is completely in a higher lows, right?
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
took a support for the second time. It took a support. So where do you see a bearishness in the stock? So I'm now it's a time to picking up now. And there is another thing I would like to say from here. It is almost near to the stop this long sloping trend line also, right? Even here
Yeah.
also you can take from here also prior high. So how do you see this chart now without any indicator, just price?
Good.
Good, that's all. You are not a bear here, this counter, and you must be with a long term view. I'll also
Yes.
tell you one more thing here. From here to here, how much it retraced? 38, it is between 38 and 23.6, right? Consolidation is
Okay.
between June and June. So the
Yeah.
immediate target, if it breaks around 223 or prior weekly high like this high, the immediate target is 251 and 278. So, so I also said about this one, I'll accumulate more and more. Simple, usual. And it is also, if you look at this entire thing, this consolidation is a counter trend consolidation. This already fell. It is in a up move, right? It is not in a downtrend move. It may be People may feel comparing this year 2014 kind of thing, but it is not a bearish stock now. It is a neutral stock with a positive outlook. Have a look at this stock for a longer period time frame. That's all. Your stop loss is just 199 rupees, hardly another 10-12 rupees. That's all. I
Sure.
think that, and now
Perfect.
I'll
And
back to the
last is
please,
Airtel.
Bharat Airtel, right?
Yes, yes.
See, if you look at this on a little higher time frame, see,
Hmm.
I made it very clearly. What क्या आपको क्या दिख रहा है साहब इधर? It's in an all-time high, right?
Yeah,
Broken out. So
yeah.
actually, this is an entry point. Whoever missed it, this is another entry point here. Now again moving higher and higher. Simply. So it also declined almost 1 second. It declined about 35% and moved 100% move, corrected 50%. Yeah, 1 second. Corrected from this entire zone is a 50% correction, exactly 50%, and form a base jet here and moving higher. This is the
Yeah,
base, right? So moving
yeah,
higher. Now people will feel that this is a some kind of spinning top or morning star kind of thing. Don't fear that. It's a higher and may have a consolidation and moves higher. So how
yeah.
much it moves? That's a question, right? So take a Fibonacci levels, and this is the lowest level, and this is the target, sir. My short term to medium target is this minimum, and later on it moves up to here.
Awesome. Awesome.
Exactly.
Fantastic, Mr. Brahmachary. I have been always a big fan of your work and really, really happy that you are sharing. I mean, it's a complicated knowledge, but you are sharing it so easily. Thank you so much for sharing this. Friends, Brahmachari ji has contributed a lot of content in our platform, Elon Markets. Let me just show you some really great work he has done with us. You know, when you go to Elon Markets and search for Mr. Brahmachari here, you can search for Mr. Brahmachari here in search in Elon Markets, and you see so many webinars he has taken. Really, really nice value for money, lovely content which he has given to us. Please take advantage of this. And he will be conducting one webinar on 18th of September, which is going to be how to identify big trends in stock using technicals. So do attend that. You will get an offer below this video. So do attend that and take your knowledge to the next level. Thank you, Brahmachari ji.
Yes, I think smart guys already recognized uh, some of the clues here how big trends will happen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. So
100%.
only thing I can again and again uh, I want to made clear about money will not give you money in the market. Money is a only tool to do this business. That is the only infrastructure and other things. Your discipline and your patience will give you money. Discipline
Absolutely.
about your entry exits and patience to wait till the opportunity comes to you. These are the things gives you money.
लास्ट में जाते जाते हिंदी में बता देता हूँ ब्रह्मचारी जी कह रहे हैं कि पैसा जो है वो डिसिप्लिन से बनेगा और वही सबसे बड़ा सत्य है जितना जल्दी इसको समझ लेंगे उतना ज्यादा टाइम में मार्केट में रह पाएंगे हम सब यही बोलते हैं आप अब तक समझदार हो गए होंगे क्योंकि आप ईलन मार्केट्स के लर्नर हैं और हमारे लर्नर्स जनरली एक समझदार कैटेगरी में आते हैं चलिए थैंक यू सो मच Brahmachari ji, thank you so much for becoming part of this interaction. It was great interacting with you. और दोस्तों बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद ये वीडियो के साथ जुड़ने के लिए शेयर कीजिएगा चैनल के साथ सब्सक्राइब करिएगा लाइक कीजिएगा तो हमको बहुत पसंद आएगा ठीक है बाय बाय टेक केयर थैंक यू सर बाय
Thank you very much. Bye bye. Vivek.